Well, I've just opened up Bread Boss and I'm going to show you how to enter a recipe and then send it off to a friend. First thing I do is I press the plus, and it'll produce a recipe default which has a basic sourdough and a basic base formula. So first thing I need to do is I need to give it a name. So I'm going to call it basic recipe for demo, and I'm going to save it. So there it is. It's put the default picture in place, and now you can see how it looks. Alright, so we're going to edit that by pressing the edit button. Did you see that? Now let me go back. Press the edit button, and we're going to make this 1 kilo 100. I like that size loaf of bread, gives me a good slice. And we'll make, let's see, 15 of those. Okay, and we're going to have a loss factor of about 3%, you know, wastage and whatnot. Okay, so for the base formula, we're going to edit the sourdough to just 20%, and we're going to add some flour. It's going to be rye flour. Okay, and we're going to add 30%. Baker's flour we're going to reduce to 70%. In fact, we're not going to use baker's flour, we're going to use Lancer. We're going to increase the water to 76. Okay, let's have a look. Bulk fermentation time, what, 3 hours? Retardation time, yes, I'm going to retard this one overnight just because I don't have the time to wait, so it's going to be a management tool for me. And final proof I'm going to set for 4 hours. Required dough 25, and we're going to bake it about 220. Okay, so now see the orange warning? It's telling me that the sourdough has an error. That's because the sourdough has other ingredients other than what's in the base weight. So I'm going to fix that up now. So starter we're going to reduce to 15. Rye flour we're going to reduce to actually let's have to change that to rye flour. Rye flour, and we're going to put 80% water in the rye flour, and the temperature is going to be 22, and that's going to be 18 hours. Okay, now let's see where we're up to. So we have a base formula of 20% sourdough, 70% Lancer, 30% rye, 0.25% diastatic malt, 2% sea salt, 76% water. That'll give me 16 kilos 997 grams, which is sufficient to do the 15 loaves at 1.1. It'll actually give me a little bit left over. Okay, so I've got my fermentation time. I'm not going to bother adding any notes, although I could, but that'll be unnecessary at this point. Okay, so I'm going to save it. It looks okay. Save it. There it is. There's my sourdough, then my final dough, and some details to go with it. Required dough temperature 22, 18 hours fermentation for the sourdough, and of course I need 286, and I've got 286 available, but if I didn't, it wouldn't matter. I could always write down or add in that window how much available I've got, and it'll give me a increased starter stage, so that at 2.22 hours I can make an increased starter stage so I get to the 286. Let me change that back, 286. Okay. Alright, then there's my final dough and the various information there. 3 hours bulk fermentation, 30 minutes intermediate proof, 18 hours retardation, final proof 4 hours, and oven temperature 220. So this is where I'm going to set up my alarm. So let's have a look at the settings first. Okay, preferred fridge out time 8 o'clock, preferred final dough start time around 9. Yeah. Loaves per bake, I can bake 15 at once, so that's fine. Steam preparation, don't need to worry about that. Retardation time 18 hours, that's fine. Okay, so now I can regenerate the alarms on that basis, and the day is going to be Wednesday that I start that, so okay. Let's have a look. Friday 12:30, the bread will be out of the oven. Okay, sounds pretty good to me. So I can now make the alarms active, and there we go. So now I've got my alarm set, and if I pull down this, I can see that this is from exactly the same recipe that I've made. I'm going to pull the loaves out of the fridge tomorrow because tomorrow's Friday. So all these other parts to this dough have already been done. So now I'm going to add a photo to it. So I'm going to press the edit. In edit mode I can press the picture. Right, now I need to find a photo of this bread. Last time I did exactly that, and this is what the final loaf looked like. Good result. So now I'm going to send that off. I'm also going to send the picture as well. I'm going to pick my brother. And there's the recipe. And away it goes. Terrific. Well, I hope you enjoyed that quick demonstration, and I'm looking forward to him tweaking it a little bit, making his bread, attaching a photo, and then sending it to me. So anyway, happy baking.